Welcome back. President William Ruto has announced stringent austerity measures in response to significant revenue shortfalls. The government plans to implement budget cuts across various sectors, reduce public spending, and increase efforts to combat corruption. Here is that report from our reporter, Thomas Malcolm.
After conceding to pressure from Kenyans and withdrawing the controversial bill, the president enumerated austerity measures that will now have to be undertaken to bridge the gap occasioned by foregoing the 346 billion shillings. The appropriations on non-essential expenditure will stop on his chopping board.
I am directing for immediate further austerity measures to reduce expenditure, starting with the office of the president, the entire presidency, and extending to the entire executive arm of government. Operational expenditure in the presidency be reduced to remove allocations for the confidential fort, reduce travel, hospitality, purchase of motor vehicles, renovations, and other expenditures.
Amid applause by members of parliament who had just Tuesday passed the bill and forwarded to him for assent, President Ruto declared the budget cuts will affect them too.
That equally, parliament, the judiciary, and county governments, working with the national treasury, also undertake budget cuts and austerity to ensure that we do live within our means, respecting the very loud message that is coming from the people of Kenya.
Austerity measures notwithstanding, the president says lack of the 346 billion revenue he intended to raise through the Finance Bill 2024 will affect his delivery of priority areas he intended to achieve. In a memo to the National Speaker Moses Wetangula, the National Treasury last week made proposals to defer the hiring of JSS teachers and medical interns as among the areas to slash from the budget 2024. But even as he listed the cuts in all arms of government, President Ruto did not declare whether the priority areas stand to suffer. He also expressed his desire to cut wastage through corruption.
Let me also confirm that as we deal with austerity, the loud message on dealing firmly, decisively, and expeditiously with corruption is a matter that we have discussed and we have agreed that it will take the front banner as we go into the future.
But as the president makes these promises, Kenyans will be keenly watching if the president said in the past will prevail in the future or the winds of change will blow towards better governance. Reporting for Tandao News Outlook, my name is Thomas Malcolm.